Just outside Vancouver, this sleepy bedroom community looks like any other.
You know what? You handled that beautifully. Well done. Because the reality is, we need the portable. I'll see you sometime after my long principals meeting tomorrow morning.
But there is one big difference.
1, 2, 1, and. Stop. Let's start that again. That's very good. That's great playing. You're going to hear it on my left-hand side. It's right on. Yeah, make it a little bit more intense, a little bit more mysterious. Ready? 1, 2, 1, and.
And that difference is Peter Luongo.
The very first time I stood in front of a group of students, started to teach them to play it, and saw that as I started adding harmony, added a chordal accompaniment to it, that I had kids making music.
I like it.
Well, I've been in the ensemble for 6 years now. I've been playing since grade 4 though, so it's just always been in my life, ukulele. I know in elementary school you say, you know, well, I play the ukulele, but you know, it's dumb. I know, my mom's making me do it. But that's definitely changed as you get up through the groups and as you realize the type of music that you're making is really, really advanced. When you play the ukulele and you just let out all your emotions into your playing, it is magical in a way, I would say. You know, you can create really nice harmonies and melodies and rhythm at the same time and accompany that with your voice, and it's really, really empowering too.
The ukulele first appeared in Hawaii in the late 1800s, about a half century after missionaries first brought Christian hymns to the islands. Before then, Hawaiian music didn't have familiar conventions like harmony and melody. Chanting, percussion, and dance told the stories of the gods and the kings. But there was no ukulele. That's because the instrument, so symbolic of Hawaii, actually has its ancestry on the other side of the planet, on another tiny island, Portuguese Madeira. Natives on this wine-making island played the 5-string rajau and its tiny 4-string cousin, the braguinha. In the 1870s, Madeira suffered a drought. Thousands were forced to emigrate. And wherever they went, they brought their instruments with them. With an invitation from the King of Hawaii, thousands of Portuguese braved the 4-month trip around the tip of South America to their new home. And their odd musical instruments had an immediate impact.
During the past week, a band of Portuguese musicians have been delighting the people with nightly street concerts. The musicians are true performers on their strange instruments. We confess to having enjoyed the music ourselves and look forward to hearing more of it.
When word reached the royal palace, it caught the attention of Hawaii's king, David Kalakaua.
Most of the things that we have here at the museum are not out on exhibit. And these ukuleles, these early ukulele that we have here, are a couple of those pieces that we keep in the back. Hello.
Hello.
Coming through. Is Betty going to set up here in her office?
Yes, she's in the office now and it's already set up. So.
Okay. Here we have some of the earliest ukuleles on exhibit. This one, according to our records here at the museum, was presented by Kalakaua to a family as a gift here in 1890. So it has come from the king, and how he got it, you know, we're not certain, but it is part of his collection.
King Kalakaua was the first monarch to circumnavigate the globe. He was visiting world leaders trying to discover a way to rejuvenate his ailing kingdom, ravaged by Western disease.
He was aware that there was this decline in population, there was a decline in morale. The base of that was the fact that we were losing some of our traditions. He had traveled the world and made these treaties to bring in labor, but he understood that those cultures would bring themselves, whatever came with them. Yeah, this one.
These finely crafted instruments caught the king's fancy. And when Portuguese luthiers applied the tuning of the 5-string rajau to the body of the 4-string briguinha, a new instrument was born. And it ended up in the hands of the king.
You know a good song if you can play it on the ukulele and it sounds amazing. You know that it's a good song. There's no fluff, there's no tracks to cover up. If it's a good song, it'll come through by playing it on the ukulele and singing. I'm not trying to be cool, I'm just a nerd to begin with. I love rainbows and roller skating, and playing the ukulele expresses both my adult and my childlike qualities. Somewhere in my wooden home, just waiting for across the universe, behind a pile of rags, wipe the makeup away, soaked in tears for a day, as often as a red light flashing brightly, you follow me through my sleep. And it sounds so nice with strings or horns or accordions, or it doesn't overpower the other instruments, and paired up with my music, I feel it's just.
The ukulele is a strumming machine, and there are all sorts of things you can do with the strum, and the kind of the sonic boom moment is where you start making more sounds than moves. That's a sort of a magic moment, when the soundtrack and the visuals don't sync up. That fries people's brains, and they love it.
It's the underdog of all instruments, and when people see it, they don't expect to hear all these sounds coming from this little sound box.